When the city recently announced the locations of 3 homeless villages it would build on public land by the end of the year, this lot near the Springwater Corridor, not far from Precision Cast Parts, was on the list. But we wonder if anyone actually visited the place, because if they did, they somehow missed that the lot sits at the bottom of a large hill and that there are wetlands all around it. It's so wet, there's a sign asking people not to feed the ducks. The city now admits no one checked to see if the lot sits in a floodplain. It does, and now it's off the list for the homeless village. Neighbors, including Stephen Johnson, could not believe the site was picked in the first place.
I've worked in underwriting for commercial projects for a while now, and flood searches is kind of one of the first things you want to do. They're not expensive, and the FEMA records are really clear on where there are floodplains. But just looking at where they'd drawn the box on the map, I thought, well, isn't about half of that underwater?
Yes, turns out that's about right. But neighbors say the location is not the only thing the city bungled. The city also failed to communicate.
Probably the most upsetting thing was just that there was no effort at communicating to the neighborhood about it. That there was no buy-in, that they didn't brace me for it or tell me if it had some kind of special mission or some kind of a useful thing like that.
Last week, when announcing the locations for the villages, City Commissioner Dan Ryan, who is in charge of all this, spoke boldly about the plan.
First of all, you should know this about me. I like to set goals. I like to set ambitious goals. And I like to be held accountable to do all we can to achieve them.
Apparently, that does not include being held accountable on camera when there are mistakes. I wanted to talk with him today about the Springwater location, but was told he's not available today or any day for the rest of the week. His office instead offered a written statement. It says he's disappointed and moving on with the project. In the meantime, some question whether it matters that the lot is in a floodplain. Take a drive, as I did, along Southeast Foster past 112th in the Johnson Creek floodplain, and you'll see more than a few vehicles used by the homeless living there. The floodplain issue is likely a minor embarrassment in the big scope of things, but it does feed the feeling of some in Portland, including cyclist Richard Younts, who often rides in the Springwater area. The feeling is that the city has lost its way and is now stumbling through the dark.
The whole issue of all these camps and where to put them and how to fund it and what to do, I don't think it's ever going to get resolved.
Live now, the city still plans to have 7 of these camps, these villages, up and running by the end of the year. Each will have a door that locks and electricity. They are intended to serve people who are living on the streets already in those areas.